Okay, let's dive in. We're tackling something tough today, something a lot of us, well, aren't really prepared for after a big relationship ends. That is, the social side collapsing. Suddenly you're in this weird new territory, right? And your phone maybe feels a bit too quiet, especially on a Saturday night.
It's huge. Some of the research calls it the social earthquake. And that feels right, doesn't it? Think about it overnight. Everything you relied on, the shared dinners, friends you both had, the usual places you went, it's just poof,
Yeah,
gone.
yeah,
And you're left kind of standing there feeling isolated, wondering, okay, where do I actually fit in now?
absolutely. And you see these patterns, right? You start avoiding places, maybe that coffee shop in South End, or you skip trivia night because, well, it just feels loaded. You suddenly realize you sort of accidentally became this we instead of just me.
Mhm.
But that's what this deep dive is about, turning that isolation into, I guess, an opportunity. We're talking about staging your own, like, post-breakup friend renaissance, your greatest social comeback.
And step one is really understanding why it all shifts so fast. It's often not malicious, it's more like logistical awkwardness.
Mm.
Friends might feel stressed. They genuinely might not know how to invite just you when they're used to inviting a couple.
That makes sense. So you have to kind of grab the reins.
Exactly. Take control.
Which brings us to something necessary, maybe a bit uncomfortable, sorting out who's actually still in your corner. We need to do what we're calling the great friend audit. Basically, take a hard look at those mutual friends.
Right. Let's break it down. First group. Team you friends. These are gold. Absolute gold. How do you spot them? Well, they probably reached out first. They specifically invited you, just you, to do something.
Okay.
And crucially, they listen. They don't just jump in with advice or start bad-mouthing your ex. They acknowledge it's tough, but they're focused on you moving forward.
Keep them close.
Definitely. They're your stability right now.
Okay, then the next group, probably the biggest one for most people, the Switzerland friends.
Yes. And this is so important. Their neutrality. It's not betrayal.
Yeah.
It really isn't.
Mhm.
They likely care about both of you, and honestly, they're probably just trying not to make things weirder.
So don't push them.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Don't try to get info out of them. Don't make them pick a side. It just drains your energy.
Ugh.
And showing that maturity, letting them be neutral,
Yeah.
that actually helps preserve the friendship long term. You're showing the friendship exists on its own.
Right, independent of the relationship. Okay, and the last category, Team X friends.
Look, sometimes people just naturally align more with your former partner, or maybe they explicitly chose that side. The advice here is pretty clear.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It is absolutely okay to just let those connections fade.
Don't chase them.
Don't waste the energy.
Yeah.
Free up that headspace. You need it to build new things. It might sting a bit, feel like another loss, but this audit is about creating an environment that helps you heal. Focus on people validating the current you.
Okay, so the audit's done. But then you hit those awkward moments, like the group invite dilemma. You get an invite from a mutual friend, maybe a Switzerland friend, and your stomach just drops because you don't know.
Who's going to be there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally normal feeling. But you have power here. It is 100% okay to ask beforehand, hey, just wondering, will X's name be there?
Really? It doesn't sound petty.
Not at all. It's self-care. It's protective. If the answer is yes and you're not ready, just politely decline. Oh, thanks so much for the invite. I'm maybe not quite up for that yet.
And hey, if that friend gives you grief about it, well, that tells you something too, doesn't it? It goes back to the audit.
Good point. Okay, what about the information highway? Friends, even the really well-meaning ones.
Oh, yeah. The updates.
They try to give you news about the ex. Or just casually mention something they saw on social media, and boom, it could totally throw you off track. You need a script. Seriously. Something short, simple, kind, but firm. Like, hey, I really appreciate you thinking of me, but I'm trying hard to focus on my own stuff right now, so I'd actually prefer not to hear about them.
Said calmly.
Calmly, kindly, once. If it keeps happening after you've set that boundary, then you might need to think about how much you engage with that particular friend for a bit. Shut down the topic, not the friendship, hopefully.
That leads us to another biggie. Reclaiming your spaces. Feeling like you can't go to your favorite spots anymore. Maybe it's that brewery over in Noda you guys always went to. It feels like theirs now.
But it's not. You have every right to be there. Your presence matters just as much, if not more, than a memory. But yeah, okay. Realism check. It feels scary the first few times.
Definitely.
So, baby steps. If a place feels really heavy, maybe try going at a weird time first.
Yeah.
Like a Tuesday afternoon instead of Friday night.
Less pressure.
Exactly. Or even better, Bring back up.
Ugh.
Grab one of those Team You friends and go together the first time. What you're doing is layering a new, good memory on top of the old one, taking its power back.
I like that. Layering new memories. Okay, so that's managing the past. Let's pivot to building the future. This next bit is really about rediscovering who you are outside of the we.
The core work.
So, first assignment, get out a notebook or your phone notes, whatever, make a list. Things you loved doing before the relationship, things you always kind of wanted to try but didn't.
And let's make this super practical for folks listening in Charlotte. Ground it right here. So maybe on your list is be more active. Okay, great. Have you checked out the beginner rock climbing classes at Inner Peaks?
Ooh, good one. Or maybe you miss live music.
Perfect. Check the schedules for the Fillmore, maybe the Underground. See who's playing. It's not just about finding a hobby. It's finding places where people who share your independent interests hang out.
Or if you're more of a quiet type, maybe finally join that book club at Park Road Books you've heard about.
Exactly. Or get back into running with a group. Find a yoga studio known for its community vibe. You're actively curating your new social scene based on what you enjoy.
Okay, to make this feel less overwhelming, there's this idea of a structured challenge, like a 4-week plan, the new chapter challenge.
Yeah, it turns I should do stuff into I'm doing this specific thing this week. Makes it real.
Okay, week 1, solo adventure week. The mission, intentional self-dating, go somewhere alone, try a new restaurant solo, maybe Hawkers for something lively, or grab that iconic lunch at Price's Chicken Coop before it's gone for good, and visit an attraction alone. The Mint Museum, maybe even the NASCAR Hall of Fame if that's your thing. Just be okay in your own company.
That solo step feels the most vulnerable for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But honestly, it might be the most powerful. It teaches you that you're whole right now, just as you are.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, week 2, class connection week. Sign up for something interactive, a workshop, cooking at Johnson & Wales, pottery at Clayworks, maybe title boxing if you need to hit something.
Yeah. Something where talking to people is kind of built in.
Exactly. And the second part of week 2. Say yes. Say yes to one social thing that pops up, even if your first instinct is, nah, I'll stay home.
Yeah.
Push past that inertia.
Big one. Then week 3, neighborhood exploration. Go hang out in a part of town you don't normally go to. Plaza Midwood, Dilworth, South End. Don't just drive through. Park. Walk around. Sit in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
And here's the challenge. Try to have one small, genuine conversation with a stranger.
Like the barista or someone walking their dog.
Yeah, or the person next to you at the bar. Just practice existing socially outside your usual bubble.
Yeah.
Low stakes.
Okay, makes sense. Then week 4, connection deepening week. This is about follow through. Remember someone you met or chatted with in the last few weeks? Follow up, send a text, suggest coffee. And also plan something yourself, even small. Invite 1 or 2 friends for drinks. You take the lead. And finally, commit to joining one thing that meets regularly. A club, a volunteer group, something ongoing.
That last one turns sporadic effort into a sustainable social habit. Really key. Now, sometimes beyond structured activities, you just need a place that feels restorative. Healing spots in the city.
Good idea. Okay, for just peace and quiet. Daniel Stowe Botanical Garden. It's just lovely.
Yeah.
You can walk, breathe, disconnect.
Totally. And if you need energy, but like low pressure energy, the Charlotte Knights game. It's easy, fun. People are relaxed. You can chat about the game with whoever's sitting nearby. No deep reveals required.
Nice. And for getting creative, maybe channeling some feelings?
Places like Painting with a Twist or Color Me Mine. You're doing something with your hands. It's chill. You might meet people. And you can't forget the Whitewater Center. So many different activities, skill levels. It just breeds this instant outdoor community vibe.
Okay, we have to acknowledge, though, the type of breakup matters, right? Rebuilding after 3 months is different than after 10 years.
Oh, absolutely. The strategy needs tweaking. Let's take the divorce rebuild, say, after a long marriage. First off, give yourself way more time. Permission granted for a longer healing runway. Often it involves reconnecting with friends you had before the marriage, people who knew the you before the we.
And maybe support groups.
Definitely look into local divorce support groups.
Yeah.
Churches, community centers often have them. Being with people who get that specific experience, hugely validating.
Okay. What about the long-term relationship reset? Maybe not married, but together for ages. You barely remember how to make friends as a single person.
Patience is the absolute key there, and maybe focus more on one-on-one connections at first, rather than big, overwhelming groups. And this is where things like Meetup or even Bumble BFX, specifically for finding friends in Charlotte, can be really useful tools.
Right, leveraging tech. And the last tricky one, the move plus breakup double whammy. You're new to Charlotte and newly single. Oof.
It's brutal, but also kind of exciting. It's a completely blank slate. Zero baggage related to the city itself. Lean into that. Join Charlotte newcomer groups, young professional organizations. Literally everyone there is looking to connect. Huge advantage.
Okay, so if someone's listening and thinking, right, I'm doing this, I'm committing to this renaissance, how long does it take? When does it start feeling better?
Yeah, managing expectations is crucial. Let's talk timeline. Think of it like this. Month 1 is mostly about just stabilizing,
Yeah.
healing, doing that friend audit, getting your bearings.
Okay, survival mode, kind of.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Then, months 2 and 3, that's your action phase. Trying the new things, going to the classes, saying yes,
Yeah.
and accepting that not everything you try will be amazing. Some things will fizzle. That's okay. It's data collection, experimentation.
Right, learning what works for you.
Exactly. Because by months 4 through 6, you start seeing patterns. Hey, I actually really click with people at that yoga studio. Or I feel happiest when I'm hiking. You start doubling down on what feels good, what's working. The rebuilding feels less forced, more natural.
And then comes the payoff.
Then comes the payoff, usually around month 6 or so, sometimes later, sometimes sooner. You have this realization. It's the plot twist. The social life you intentionally built, it's often better, deeper, more authentic than what you had before.
How so?
Because these connections are based on you, the real you, showing up solo, not you as part of a couple. These friendships tend to be more rewarding because they're built on that genuine foundation.
Wow, that's a powerful reframe.
It really is. The big takeaway here isn't about recovering what you lost. It's about realizing this is the start of your most authentic social chapter ever. You're learning intentionality, self-selection. You're learning how to choose your social happiness. And pretty soon your phone isn't buzzing with obligation invites, but with plans you're genuinely excited about, with people who really see you. That's the goal.
That's a fantastic goal. And if you're here in Charlotte wanting to keep that momentum going after trying these steps.
Yeah, definitely explore ongoing communities. Finding something like the Charlotte Together Discord, for example, could be a great way to plug into a network of people also looking for connection right here in the city. Keep that intentionality alive.